You are now
yes sir, yes sir.
with the Patio PolitiCz.
Wake that ass up. What up, what up, what up, what up?
Double time.
Double time, triple time. What up, Riders? How y'all doing?
A1, what's happening?
Man, I'm chilling. What up, world? It's your friendly neighborhood man, J5TH. We are live in the compound getting that shit in, man. Underneath the patio, we got it cracking today. Trouble T Mills, what up?
Man, I'm good. Waiting on the results on 3 paternity tests, but I'm good.
Yeah,
no, I'm just playing. I'm just playing for y'all out there. I'm gonna lighten the mood. I'm good, man.
He playing, but I'm not. What up, Mac Millie?
Yeah, I got it cleaned this morning, so you know, I'm feeling real royal.
Yes, sir. King Ken down and down. What it is, baby?
Man, what's happening? Politicking with my partners.
Man, y'all know what time it is, man. Good evening, good afternoon, great night, wherever you are on that side of the globe. Yeah. We are here live in full effect, and we got a dope-ass topic for you today. Everybody's been talking about it for the past few years. We really gonna talk about this shit right now, man. Tubi TV, right? Tubi or not Tubi?
I call it.
That is a question. Is it a blessing or is the streaming platform bullshit? Fellas?
Y'all about to play tug of war with me.
Man.
Blessings on blessings.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna need our viewers to engage on this one as well.
Yeah, please, y'all, please.
You know,
please.
we got a lot of filmmakers out there that's following us, actors, producers, and people who do indie stuff. So come on,
yeah,
need y'all in this.
I mean, I fuck with Tubi, man. I love Tubi.
It's all about who you are and what you take from it.
Hell yeah.
You know what you give to it too.
I believe Tubi's gonna shut down Netflix in the next few years, man. If not sooner than that.
5 to 10 or
Nah. I say 2 to 3, right?
2 to 3?
Yes. Yeah.
We're gonna look back at this episode and
Tubi's got good times. Fucking A-Man, 227, man. Come on, man. They know what they do.
Streaming live shows,
and they free. Tubi's free, y'all.
and they got TV as well. So.
And if you connect with the right person, I ain't pointing no elbows. You can get Tubi without the ads. All right. I love Tubi. Hey, we gonna go into the theme, man. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be back, man. So keep it locked. Y'all know what it is.
We hope you stay a while. Trying for life, trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life, trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like, yeah. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. I said it's right for life. Come in with the shows that you like. We trying to be the best on the mic. DJ playing cuts that you like, yeah. It could be the start of your day, or maybe just the end of your night. But if you rock it with us, Patio PolitiCz is gonna do you right. Oh, cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life, yeah. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. Cause it's right for life. Trying to be part of your life. We got whatever you like. Come on and just give us a try, yeah. We hope you stay a while.
Yes, we hope you stay a while, because if you don't, we gonna put you in one of the hood movie on Tubi and you gonna get fake shot and all that shit.
We're gonna throw you on YouTube, man.
Man,
Put the hot sauce on this shirt.
Man, welcome back, world. For y'all that's just tuning in, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Go tell a family member, a friend, somebody that you're in an entanglement with. Tubi is great for y'all.
Jesus.
Tubi and chill. Not Netflix and chill shit.
That sounds toxic.
It do.
That's real toxic.
It do.
Tubi and chill.
Sound like bad candy, no condom. That's a bad situation.
Look, the week after, man.
Man, yeah, exactly. And a Plan B pill. Come on, man. Hey,
about 3 blue chews.
Hey, well, for y'all, man, that's just tuning in, we talking about Tubi TV, man. Tubi or not Tubi? That is a question. Fellas, accessibility versus quality. Let me ask y'all first, do y'all fuck with Tubi? And then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah? Okay. What about you, Mac, man? You said,
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
When I have to.
Okay.
I have to be led to Tubi.
Okay.
In order to watch something on Tubi. I do not go free willingly. But some things are enjoyable, all for the wrong reason.
Yeah, okay.
Some for the right. You know, I just have to be led to Tubi in order to be interested. But sometimes.
Okay. What about you, Kay?
For sure. You know, when I'm on TV, for sure, though. Tubi for sure. Big time, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I fuck with Tubi, man. Now, accessibility over quality. Let's break that shit down. Tubi gives independent black filmmakers a platform, you know, but sometimes, you know, it lacks quality.
Respect to you, Tubi. Respect.
Nah, shout out to Tubi though for giving us that portal for sure.
Tubi, yeah.
But do y'all think it's like I said, a blessing or bullshit though?
Man, shout out to the nigga Phil that used to be on 94 selling tapes and DVDs.
Yeah.
I feel like Tubi is his platform.
Yes.
And my thing too is I ain't from LA, so I don't know who Phil is, but I think we all know back in the day the dude who used to walk up in the barber shop
Yep.
or the dude at the gas station. Hey, yo, I got these movies, y'all.
Yeah,
They come in little square cases.
Yeah.
So looking at where we've come from, because I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I thought about first making films before there was ever even a platform for us, I was like, damn, does that mean I don't have to be like the DVD man who goes out there like, hey, yo, I got these movies 2 for $4. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man, give me $1 for it. You know, like.
Now let me ask y'all this: do y'all think the lack of quality in some films, because all they films ain't like that,
No, they definitely.
but do y'all think the lack of quality in their films is hurting our culture?
No.
No.
Okay.
Because we still gonna watch, regardless of how good or how bad, we still gonna watch. Like,
I'll say this as well too. When I look back at being at the council was, you know, a first big movie experience for me. I didn't even, prior to Tubi, I didn't even realize how much the rest of the world outside of here, because we live in Mecca for film.
Yeah.
So we look at everything like, you know, where the Lakers, Celtics, whatever, top tier of filmmaking. Everybody else in the world don't think that way.
Yeah, they don't.
Like there's people who watch what you would say lackluster content, and that's like watching their Avengers or watching their version of, you know, Titanic or whatever is top tier.
Now let me ask y'all, like, to give some context to the audience, what would be lackluster in the filmmaking, or like reduced quality or lack of quality?
special effects.
Okay, in the film, y'all, we talking about the films.
I give it a more film critic perspective, but go ahead, Mac.
Yeah,
Some of the role players, the actors and actresses as well.
yeah.
That's about it for me.
See,
And that's a lot.
I'm gonna say the quality of how the picture look.
Yeah.
For the most part, because we used to seeing the cinematic looks.
Exactly.
So when the qualities don't match the cinematic looks, you're like, dang, this shit low budget. When
Yeah.
it look like it's on shot on a video camera or something.
See, but what also to me gives away low budget more than quality is there are plenty of people out there, and we talked about this on a different episode of The Rugged DP. There are plenty of people out there who go out and can get the quality. The quality can be there. I think where I look at Tubi movies a lot of times is I like to see stories that I know weren't influenced by a studio background that told them, hey, you need to shift this, and this, and then we'll buy it. I like to see the stories in their original state, how they're told. Now, that doesn't mean they're always good.
Yeah.
But I will say that where I see lackluster a lot of times, how many times have you watched a Tubi movie and it has been a great fucking concept and the ending disappointed you?
Oh yeah.
Or it gets all the way up to like act 2, and then like the way that they sum everything up, there's characters they never even summed up with. You like, where did that person go? Or what happened with this story? Is there gonna be another one? And you realize, oh no, they just ran out of money and wrapped it up real quick.
Yeah.
To me, I see the lackluster in that more than I do quality, because I actually enjoy sometimes looking at stuff where the quality looks low budget, because I feel like people who do that know they have a good story to tell and they just working with what they got.
Exactly. That's why I say I fuck with Tubi, because of that reason. You know, us being independent filmmakers, we know what it's like on that grind. So to see them doing it, I be like, fuck quality. I ain't gonna lie, some of the storylines be kind of
Yeah.
But it's like, man, the fact that y'all got up there, got a cast, went and got the locations, worked y'all ass off rehearsing and did it, is like everything for me. It's just seeing that grind, that grit. And I think that's what we have outside of other nationalities. It's a certain grit to us. When we want to get something done and all minds come together, we get that shit done no matter what. No matter what. Now, like, let me see. Have y'all... Now, I know some of the quality on some of the shit, people. Don't be laughing, because I know y'all be stumbling across movies and be like, fuck you. Yeah, but this is like, fuck that. Fuck that. Now, because I'm thinking about, okay, days of like State Property, Baller Block, and Foolish, when Master P was doing all his early movies. The thing about P had a budget to get that quality. to match regular in that time in the 90s.
But the writing matched it as well too.
It did, yeah.
And that's the thing I think people aren't understanding when it comes to what they look at as lackluster or Tubi. Everybody, like, you ever hear people, they make fun of it and they're like, oh, it looks like a Tubi movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's like, well...
And it only be our, it's only our people that do that shit.
It shows where the world is. Like, we genuinely do judge a book by its cover.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
We're filmmakers. We understand the beauty of storylines and whatnot.
Yep.
But majority of the world, though, they looking at quality first, and then they like, man, and that's the bad part about it, though.
Yeah.
But think about also our experiences. How many times have we seen films where the trailer looked good and it's getting pushed out there on other platforms?
Oh yeah,
that are paid for, and we all have seen it in its most pure state and seen how, I'll just say it, trash the shit can be.
Garbage.
Yeah, for sure.
And bro, there were hidden gems on Tubi, because this is no shot to Tubi or anything.
Yeah.
There's been originals on there that to me didn't belong under the original section, and then there's films on there that are just on there like our stuff is,
and
that
to
me should have been pushed on the top.
Yeah, facts.
So it's like, is Tubi like the new term for bootleg now? We not saying bootleg no more.
Nah, it's just straight Tubi.
Because I'm like, what's a Tubi movie?
Straight to Tubi.
And
I feel too, man. Tubi, they took the smart route. Like that's the digital bootleg, man. You get what I'm saying? They took.
Got to push at the gas station no more.
And what I feel Netflix was doing at one point, Tubi took that shit and ran with it and everything. Because Netflix was putting, here and there, black independent films on there, but the quality had to be A1.
Yeah.
They had to win a lot of awards and things of that nature. And Tubi was actually the first platform I seen around the time when all the killings were happening with the police. Yeah. They actually created, they already had a black cinema section. Yeah. But they did a other section where they was playing Roots, all kind of shit.
Tubi taking all the demos.
Yeah, man, they taking everything. Taking everything.
I saw Tubi create lanes as well too for I saw black independent horror.
Yeah.
Black independent comedy.
Man.
So you would think that maybe, it's a brother or a sister at the top running it somehow. But I can't.
Oh yeah, we know that ain't happening.
No, not at Fox.
Fox, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Fox took that shit and ran with it. And the reason why I say they're gonna be destroying Netflix, I think Netflix took up the wrestling shit.
Yeah.
And I think another NBA game or NFL game, and the shit was low. But Tubi took the Super Bowl. Yeah. And then they did it right because Kendrick's on there, all that. And this was the most watched Super Bowl of all time.
Yeah.
But Tubi took that shit and adopted it. So I'm like, okay. On Tubi, yep. Yeah. Yes, sir.
And see, I foresee too, if Tubi, where you might be right on that too, is Tubi start pushing those projects where, how you ever be surfing YouTube or anything where you see a preview for a movie and then the Netflix logo come up right after. Yep. You're gonna start seeing that more with Tubi.
Oh yeah.
Tubi was over there copying homework. Like, okay, y'all did the Tyson fight. All right, y'all got wrestling now for sure. Let's do the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Let's get it in there.
And they got TV and they got news. And news matters because for me, watching most stuff on Apple TV or whenever you go other places now, I'm like, if you ain't got TV, shit, download Tubi. Tubi's got news.
All
you
that
can watch
shit.
your local news, weather, whatever you need to find real quick.
You can't beat the free $99. And then Netflix got that thing where, remember when you pay for a subscription back in the day or a couple years ago, 100 TVs can watch as long as they got your password, your information. Now Netflix fuck that. One house per, unless you want to pay that extra woo-wop.
Two different tiers.
Yeah.
They got smart.
And then when people go to Netflix, certain movies will be coming off or leaving. Those movies now going to Tubi.
Yeah.
And stay on that a longer period of time than that. So people, you get burnt out. Usually Netflix is now known for the shows and shit like that.
Yeah.
Opposed to the movies. Tubi got the movies. Now they're about to start getting the shows, podcasts, all that shit. And I like to say too, because Mac, you can attest to this. Tubi, the people at Fox, they did what Vince McMahon did. With with WCW. What other ECW?
CW.
That's what Fox is about to do. I'm telling you.
Just go ahead and soak this up. But like, nah, because they slid away from Fox. I mean, they still got programming on Fox right now. One wrestling show left.
Yeah.
I think it's SmackDown, but they slid to Netflix.
Yeah.
Well, Raw slid to Netflix. Right?
Yeah,
well,
Raw.
I would say WWE as a whole. Like, they still got shit on A&E or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
certain things or whatever, but they gonna slide everything over to Netflix after a while.
Yeah, and Tubi, they now doing documentaries.
Yeah.
They just did one on Diddy and all that shit.
They got a couple on there.
Yeah, and TMZ now is fucking with Tubi too.
Yeah.
So you talking about they in they bag. Yeah, they in they bag. They bag is bagging.
Sure.
So yeah. Hey, we gonna continue to talk about Tubi. Don't go nowhere. Man, we'll be back in the tick on the Patio PolitiCz. Keep it locked.
They got some.
I guess we gotta hold courts in the streets.
That part. Hold courts in the street? What the fuck are you talking about? This ain't the time to move!
No loose ends, right?
So you're the predator. Right up until your prey.
The council is fictitious, and any information regarding them is false.
Y'all don't understand that mercy is a weakness. And it is the exact reason why we are in this crisis today. That's why I will not show the same mercy and sympathy that my father did.
You know, y'all like legends and shit, right? Like New Age Black Panthers.
Look, the council is nothing but some local killers terrorizing our streets, okay? So effective immediately is the war on this council. And we're gonna do everything in our power to keep our streets safe.
This council group stands behind every law-abiding citizen that wants change.
There are just so many people out here that have lost hope, and they're looking for the answers to their problems.
And are you that answer, Councilman Gay?
No. I'm the solution. The council ends with you.
I don't know if it was like a ticket thing or...
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
Membership.
Well, to be or not to be, that's the question. We chopping y'all. To be or not to be. Man, make sure y'all check out Frank Blue, the council, all our content on Tubi, as well as Apple TV for you bougie motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime and all that. But
not just on Tubi. So
it's not
Tubi.
Yeah, it's not just on Tubi. We're gonna get on Netflix soon. Don't
Apple
trip.
TV.
Don't even trip. Apple TV, all that.
Yeah.
So before we went on break, we was just talking about the content that's on Tubi versus other big streaming platforms such as Netflix. You got Apple TV. They got HBO Max, Paramount, MGM. Everybody has
Peacock.
Peacock.
Cinemax.
Max. Everybody got all these streaming platforms. So, I love Tubi. I love, not the fact that it's free and I'm cheap and frugal, because I'm not, but shit,
hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how the rich stay rich, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
You gotta be financially balanced.
Yeah, you better spend it while you got it, because it ain't going with you when you're gone. So that's how I look at it. But the ads are cool. You get paid once you get on a platform like Tubi. I like it because they giving blacks, man, just a way to hustle and make bread outside of the music norm and all that. And you can basically, depending on how you get your joint on Tubi, some distributors give you the 80-20 split, which is A1. I was told, and based on my research, when you do Netflix, they may get all your bread, and then you got to do an exclusive deal with Netflix. That means you can't put your shit on nothing else. I know with Tubi, a lot of times they give you wiggle room to say, okay, we're going to have the 80-20 with you here. However, you can go outside of us and get your bread as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is a great, great benefit. So they want you to get your money too. You know,
and not keeping you in no cage.
Yeah,
Man.
exactly. Now, Tubi is like the place of hood cinema, right?
Yeah.
Of the hood movies or whatever. Do you think that these movies are showcasing, right, the real black stories, or is just adding to the stereotype?
Both, but I think that what's to be valued about it is it hits differently for me when I know it's not coming from a studio that's forcing it down our throats. You know, so like I've seen plenty of movies on there with shit that I didn't agree with and that I didn't like.
Yeah.
But like for instance, there are LGBTQ movies on there.
Yep.
There are movies that mix in other cultures. There's a lot of Nollywood on there as well.
Yeah.
I don't know some of those experiences.
Yeah.
I have seen some of those experiences paint our people. Some of those movies paint our people in ridiculous ways as well too.
Yeah.
But what I also know too is that okay, if there's no studio backing this, that means that this was somebody's genuine, probably real life lived story that they were telling.
Yep.
And that's why
genuine perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean in the sense of like when people judge it and they say, "Oh, that looked like a Tubi movie," instead of understanding that, you know what? And see, people don't see our process.
Yeah, exactly.
And what we do.
Yeah, nah, fact.
Like how many films and shows and everything we've been through to bring these things to the screen. People think, even when they see us, they're like, "Oh man, Writer for Life, they tight." Like, they don't understand. Like,
you have no idea.
You don't know. On
this shit is work.
On the other side of that, you know. And so, I just saying that to say, like, that's where you have a healthier appreciation for that kind of content, even when the ending does piss you off. Even when you do have people who you clearly see can't act for their life. But sometimes I look at it and I'm like, you know what? If this person was involved in it, maybe it was their experience and maybe they're doing their best to recreate it.
Exactly.
And that's like writing an open journal to the world, you know, and Tubi giving you a platform to do that versus you try to go down to, you know, one of them places up there in LA.
Yeah.
You know, and saying, well, you know, we want to change that character to a white man. And then we want her to be a little more light skinned. And no, not Viola. Let's put Gal Gadot. You know, like none of that shit. You know it's 100% authentic. So y'all cap it there. I know.
Yeah. What about y'all?
I'm gonna say both for sure. Well, what Max said, stereotypical, and relating to what King Brother said about personal people experience, because everybody got different realities.
Yeah.
People, black folks' life up in LA probably not the same as black folks' life up in Milwaukee or something,
Man,
or Virginia or something.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Yeah, man.
I would say both too. I think if the stereotype only adds depending on how you looking at it and depending on the viewership of the viewer.
Yeah.
You know, when I watch Tubi films, regardless of the quality or sound, I always look for, I first have an open mind and heart going into it, like, they did it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna salute them.
Available.
Yeah, I'm gonna salute them.
Product.
Yeah, I'm gonna salute them off back for doing it and getting it done and respecting the fact that they had the guts to put their story and their truth or their perspective out there
in front of the world.
That's a lot, you know what I'm saying? And those I feel are the most authentic stories that are being told. And you said it, like, it ain't, you know, no big studio is backing them. I think with that big backing and budget comes perimeters and restrictions to where, you know, well, that's too real. You're keeping it too real. You can't talk about this. You can't
loud,
do that.
too ghetto.
That's too ghetto. That's too much killing. We don't want the police to be depicted as this. It's too many parameters, and what Tubi provides is a space and avenue for you to step outside the box and create the story that's in your heart. Or really that's what's going on, because like Kay said, what cracks out here in Cali may not crack the shit that it may be different in the South,
and it definitely is. I
mean,
it definitely is. It's
well,
not the same.
You know what? Credit to what you were saying before about Tubi taking over, even if it doesn't happen in that such and such a manner. The reason why I don't judge the stereotypes as harshly as I would on another platform is because there's still more stories to come. And people are putting out like for instance, what used to really trip me out about Tubi is all the unnecessary. I feel like people were really just kind of like sliding in their porn fantasies.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I was wondering if we were gonna talk about that. That's a different topic. But and I say that to say, like, people don't know, like, as filmmakers, yes, sex scenes are valuable to a film, but sex scenes have to add to the story. After you've seen the same people do it like 3-4 times, It's like, all right,
what are they fucking?
Yeah,
we only needed to see it one time if it was supposed to intensify.
Yeah, y'all directors think y'all slick starting in your movies. I know what's cracking.
Because I be wondering
know what's
sometimes.
cracking.
I'm like, man, for people to get naked on Tubi I was like, I hope that you gave them something they were worth, knowing that there's not a studio behind them.
Yeah,
Showtime Light.
You know,
yeah,
because
Cinemax Light.
that's what I mean in the sense of
I didn't see some good ass actresses though.
Climax.
Yeah.
Be doing a lot of fucking scenes, but they're great actresses. A lot of them are based out here too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I seen a lot of great jewels on Tubi. You know, outside of all the fucking scenes, because that's what it's about to be known for too. It's like we be OD y'all with the fucking scenes. We get it. You know,
a lot of them that and they're like ex stripper, ex OnlyFans.
Nah, shit. Some of them still. I done seen some corn stars.
Yeah.
So
no, I have.
They still be bagging. They still be getting their bag. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at them. But I think that's what adds to the stereotype.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the first thing I'll be saying.
Accessibility.
Yeah, I mean accessibility, but it adds to the stereotype when it comes down to the fucking scene, because I think some directors OD on it.
Yeah,
and
that's what I was talking about.
Our shit is less.
It's appealing.
Yeah, but
we watch a sex scene.
But I'm saying it be that in white movies too, but theirs is more tasteful than ours. Everybody don't be fucking.
Yeah.
And like, some people make love. Then other people have sex. Tubi, a lot of they movies,
it don't have a purpose behind it.
It just be fucking.
No passion.
Yeah, no passion, no foreplay, no nothing. Just fucking. Then the bitch get crazy, go crazy, killing somebody. Same with the nigga, and I feel like we all, every state, we can relate to those type of stories.
That stroke in the beginning, that got it.
Yeah. Hey, because if you ain't been through it, somebody who's been through that type of shit or going through it.
Yeah.
Where somebody done stalked them.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Now go ahead, Kay.
I think one of the greatest beauties, man. Side note for it's just where the world is going with the independency. Like you think about what's going on with platforms like DistroKid, and,
yes, sir,
and whatnot, Bandcamp and whatnot. What it's allowing us to do for the music, and what Tubi is allowing us to do for the movies. Like, man, it's so beautiful because at once upon a time we used to wonder like, what can we do with our projects? Man. What can we do with our movies? What can we do with our music to push it out? Because our resources were limited. Now, man, it gave us a market for niggas.
But even too, we'll look at it like, just think of when we was younger, thinking like, damn, man, this would be impossible to create a movie.
Man,
put my music out. Now you can put your shit on Tubi and DistroKid and be collecting money. Now the chances then up for your shit to potentially go viral.
Yeah.
And the world know you.
Yeah. They're your dreams. For real.
Nah, for real. Without them parameters or restrictions of somebody holding you back or keeping you locked inside of a box.
That was why I spoke to earlier about it wasn't until we discussed it many years ago that I didn't know films could go viral outside the US like that.
Yes.
And other people outside the US watching The Council.
Yeah.
And that's like they superhero movie.
Man, for real.
And I'm like, oh wow. Like I had no idea of this, and even hearing, if you read online, from people from other countries and stuff. So that's what people underestimate about Tubi as well. The fact that the rest of the world doesn't see it as you see it.
Yeah.
The rest of the world doesn't say, oh, that's a Tubi movie.
Yeah. And I don't think it's a trend either. Because now, like I said, the NFL's been on there, Fox is on there, News is on there.
They get them.
So
they wouldn't waste their time if it wasn't no merit.
Exactly, but I'm saying
so crazy.
Go ahead.
My bad to cut you.
No, you good, Roddy.
What if all of this is these thoughts that's about it being a trend is only coming from our community? Because really,
that's
those conversations.
I mean, don't it sound like
that's the only ones talking about it?
And when you see white Tubi movies, they go hard.
They hard too.
They
hard too. But you got to look at it, man. Imagine how many film executives and directors that are in the Hollywood space. This is forcing them to go to Tubi because Tubi is so viral now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's trendy. I think it's going to be the new thing like Netflix. So, after I watch the news, or after I watch this show, they might just be, man, let me see what one of these movies about.
Yeah.
This might be a chance for them to look and say, man, let me find this person on social media, reach out to them and bless them and put them in another movie because they killed it on here. Maybe the story was lackluster. The storyline was fading, and the quality was, but damn, that cat can act or she can act real good. I want her in my next film.
And also look at what's changed only in the last 4 years of the movie industry. COVID happens.
Yep.
Who's honestly, I've maybe pushed myself to go to the movies maybe 5 times in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm talking about, like, used to go to the movies all the time because I enjoy that experience.
Yeah.
I don't see movie theaters even selling out like that. For one, everything, most people are on this whole, we'll just wait till it comes out.
Yeah.
It'll be free.
Yeah.
If you're already paying for the platform.
Because remember back in the day when movies was in the theater, it'd take, man, some years. I mean, like some months.
Yeah.
Almost a year for it to come out on tape.
Yes.
Or DVD.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Or be seen, and it take longer to be seen on TV. Back when it was just on TV, like HBO or something.
Hell yeah.
They like, nah, run it up. We need that money.
Hell yeah.
So that's what I mean in the sense of now you've gone from that to now the streamings are competing to, people out there who criticize Tubi. I'm just saying, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, the NFL, all these news stations, and you wouldn't be having originals on there with notable names if there wasn't some kind of merit behind it. So there's something in there that they see that you all don't see.
And you talk about the nostalgia of it. Like a lot of shows, the age range is limitless because you got, man, the Little Rascals.
Yeah.
They show on there,
You got a kids section on
the
Tubi.
kids section of like Tom and Jerry, all these special shows. So you really can filter out and they got a Tubi Kids. So now they got a section for the kids and shit like that.
Flintstones, Jetsons, Wile E. Coyote.
All the shit we grew up watching. Yeah, like all the shit we grew up watching. And that's what draw people to it too, because that is where I say they separate themselves from a lot of other streaming platforms.
Crazy during the time that I think, haven't we lost the Cartoon Network?
Yeah, Cartoon Network shut down.
Yeah, I think they changed it to Boomerang. Boomerang bought it. That's what it's called. So they play all the stuff. But remember how Cartoon Network was 24/7.
Hours, 24/7.
24/7.
Yeah.
Like Tubi is now that. So it's like, man, I'm telling y'all, like Tubi about to take some shit over. I mean, they already taking it over. So hey, if y'all don't, make y'all Tubi account so you can save your videos and your movies. Because if you don't make an account, you ain't gonna be able to save your shit. And if you know somebody, I ain't gonna. you know somebody who can hook you up and you the plug.
Not gonna point no microphone.
Yeah, if you better know somebody that you can get at them, and then it's gonna be ad free, man. But don't go nowhere. We'll be back in a tick on the Patio PolitiCz. Yes, sir.
Yeah, like when you fall in love, you know what I mean? You're not scared, without caution, no hesitation. You just fall.
Never mind my partner, he ain't got no home training.
Clearly.
Just because you're beautiful, I mean, you can cut the line.
We're on Mickey's guest list.
Now dig this, every apple on the apple tree ain't rotten. But the thing about it is, what we gotta do is take time to strategically pick what's good for us and what's bad for us.
Wait, you telling me to proceed with caution? You was the same one pushing me to sleep with him.
Yeah, sleep with him, not catch feelings.
I'm not catching feelings.
Sometimes us realizing what don't work help us recognize what does. We tend to appreciate things more when we know its value. Sometimes situations like this show us how to love ourselves. So then we can recognize what we really want.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's play a game. I'll quote 5 prolific quotes. If you can tell me who said them, I'll watch Cry Baby with you. If not, no more love notes, flowers, nothing. That's it.
I'll tell you why I'm afraid to fly. You tell me what you're afraid of.
Oh, so now we playing tit for tat games?
You really like him?
He is fun, and he helps me take my mind off of things.
See, I told you, you just needed a distraction.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Uh-huh. Keep telling yourself that.
What, Vera?
I know that look. If you're not ready, you better run while you still can.
Shows the power and force of the black woman. Beautiful, sexy, enchanting, but melodic and forbidden.
Is she dominant by choice?
Dominant by default. Music is the driving force of her dominance.
Why is that?
she ain't met a man with enough dominance to protect her.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
We back, man. Patio PolitiCz. We underneath the patio, man. Fellas, how y'all feeling?
Man, still on.
Thinking about it, man, I don't even watch TV like that. Like, not how you used to when we was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like,
life is set up differently. That's
Man.
why.
For sure.
I think when life started lifing, man, just shit changed, priorities and.
Hey, remember the cable box though?
Yeah,
you gotta look.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how when the remote didn't work and you used to have to?
I think back.
TV guy.
But I think back then, man,
Yeah,
shit. TV used to decompress us, man, and take the load off of school.
So quick though.
Off of like trauma shit that you really was going through.
Put you in another world.
Yeah, it ain't like that now, and I feel like because our phones are the new cable box.
Like we stimulated more times throughout the day.
Yeah.
As opposed to just having a momentary stimulations on TV.
Yeah, and that shit took work. You got to sit down and make you a bowl of cereal, some food. You watching TV, man. That shit was therapeutic. Now you just on your phone. We on our phones all day.
Everything.
Everything.
But also too, you notice like when it was therapeutic too because you could turn it on and turn it off, and even though you had to catch things at a certain time, like now if you're gonna sit down, you have to physically go to an app and think about something to watch, versus just popping it on and being like, oh yeah, I didn't even realize the football game was on.
When everything is available to you.
Or the Lakers in the third quarter. Let me watch the rest of this game.
Now, okay, with Tubi, do y'all think it has the it's so good? I mean, it's so bad. It's so good appeal.
Sometimes, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So do y'all think people are watching it because like it'd be like, man, let me see this shit to clown it, and then they end up really watching this shit and getting locked into the movie?
Man, where'd the term a bad black movie come from?
But okay, let me
watching it
outside of quality. Outside of quality, what's
watching it to the end though? Like the story, or maybe it's just so bad you just want to see if it's gonna get any worse.
Okay, we filmmakers.
Sometimes I wait to see that motherfucker gonna get good.
Yeah, me too.
I've watched a ton of good movies because I actually gave them a chance and looked at them through a legitimate lens. Like, a greater part of the self-hate we suffer from is looking at our own movies that way.
From the top of y'all head, how many have y'all actually attempted to get through and was like, no,
man.
like, no, I can't.
I done lost track, man.
Probably a couple.
Yeah, okay. Same with me. Just a few, because I still give it a chance. And some I get ready to turn, and then the fucking scenes are coming along. I'm watching this, man.
He
got me. I'm stuck.
That was what happened after.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny though? Have y'all noticed too that some of them, once they get to the sex scenes, the story starts kind of lacking because it was like, okay, we built up to a sex scene and you want to see like, all right, are they really going to show it? Or are they going to just cut away? It's like, oh man, they had a full-blown scene.
What's too many sex scenes in a movie, man? We filmmakers, what's too many sex scenes in a movie?
Too many sex scenes?
Or it depends on the storyline.
No, it depends on the people.
I'll tell you.
If it's the same couple, maybe twice is the limit. But
okay,
if you got
same
different
couple.
couples in there fucking, it just depends
Jay,
on what the story is.
Jay, I gotta highlight this, man, because a couple of those that you told me to check out, man, them shits look like 80s, 90s pornos, man.
Oh nah, hey, there was a lot of 80s and early 90s movies. You talking about like the thrillers and shit. I love thriller films.
Well, softcore is what I meant. Yeah, and so I'm saying like
that was a white in the 90s though. That was a white people version of Tubi.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
That was
but it was still. You asked how many sex scenes is too many. Okay, so when I'm seeing the same two people,
yeah,
for like the third time, I'm like, okay. Usually the first time is like there's some kind of romantic attraction leading up to, or maybe they do it and it adds to the story somehow.
Mm-hmm.
When you just seeing them like do it another time and it's like, all right, so what did this add? Why could we not just cut to another scene?
The movie just started, they fucking.
and then the scene is extensive too.
I think it depends on the movie. Look at what is that? 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
But that's what it was designed for.
Or movies with an affair. You're going to have a woman sleeping with her husband and then she's having an affair. The affair scenes are going to have to heighten because it's showing you how deep she's getting drawn into that shit. But it can be tasteful.
But each sex scene don't need to be lengthy-fied.
Yeah.
Where you just,
hell no.
You know,
yeah.
It can get into it where you show the
What if they're acting really good?
Where the movie feel like foreplay, and less like, damn, all right, get off.
Yeah, it's like that's why I say like if someone was to do a Tubi original like a 50 Shades of Grey, but all black cast, we know how much fucking it's gonna be.
and then let me raise
It's
you
gonna
one.
start off with a sex scene.
Yeah.
Let me raise you one, because you said like the white people version of it in the 80s, right?
90s too.
Not 90s.
90s
Okay.
too, yeah.
Think about the movies. Like I think about, I don't know what the category is, but those, they're not rom-coms, but they're like white post high school, college level, maybe like Euro Trip, American Pie.
I was about to say
type
American
of
Pie,
movies
yeah.
where you're just seeing random scenes of like, oh, there's another titty.
Yeah.
There's another, and it's just like we just showing stuff.
There's dick in my face.
And we're going under the guise of comedy so that we can have a reason to show this stuff.
But that shit, but I mean, it was still like tasteful.
It was.
Not,
I mean,
not
it
in
was,
Walk Hard.
It was
when it was all in.
Think about the generation it appealed to, and how much motherfuckers is horny around that time.
Yeah, exactly. Walk Hard was wild. Walk Hard was a true story though.
Yeah, they was all in.
Yeah, they was wild. That shit was crazy.
I think if they would have had a uncensored version of "Dude, Where's My Car," they would have showed more than that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, come on, bro. Like,
but I mean, I don't know. I think it depends on the person that's viewing it, because those movies, I was always looking at the comedy aspect about it. American Pie, Road Trip, that shit was funny.
I mean, but it was given to us in the comedy aspect.
Yeah, exactly.
that's what I said. The comedy aspect was used
of nudity, to
give that.
Now I think with the comedies, as far as Tubi, for us, our people, they got to work on those, because like or even in some serious movies, the movie will be serious as fuck. And then they gotta have that best friend or that comic relief, and I'm like, nah, that's what we always go wrong at with our movies.
The magical Negro.
Yeah, if it's a thriller, leave it a thriller. Like, you ever watched a movie, a white person movie or all white cast? When they have a thriller, it's no comedy relief, no funny friend, no comedic moment. It's like, nah. Sometimes the Tubi movies be good, and when that shit get comedic, I'm like, nah, it take me out of it. Like, see, y'all done. That's nigga shit to me.
Like Rail and Get Out, kind of.
Yeah. But I mean, that still was kind of yeah.
Well, I think he was needed for certain things, but
But you expect that with Peele, with his background in Key and Peele,
right? Okay.
Doing comedy, and then coming from I think he was on Mad TV as well.
Yeah.
So you expect that from him, but he don't. For him to come from that comedy background, he doesn't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes him so unique. But think of it like a Wes Craven's movie.
Yeah.
What was the hilarity in any of his movies?
None of it.
You get what I'm saying?
Anyway, that's what I mean too when people talk about the lacklusterness is focus to those little things just like that.
Man, yeah.
Because I think the majority of stuff people laugh at is lackluster acting maybe, or when you see police officers walking around in jeans and Jordans with just a badge hanging on the chain.
Same hanging ass badge.
Or them having a whole ass courtroom, Supreme Court in a room they done painted brown and
exactly
like this.
See, I pay attention to those aesthetics, like how the officers look and everything.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay,
what effort did you put in?
Yeah, why you didn't spend the $75 and just get a badge? Just get a cool. Don't get the what's that fucking
the
Amazon
from Training Day, the little neck badge that Alonzo wore.
The Amazon badges.
The ones you gotta flash real quick.
The ones you get from the kids' toy store.
You don't gotta flash. It's just a fucking neck. It
hangs
neck
from a chain like this.
Yeah,
it's just a badge,
like a dog tag.
A dog tag with a big ass fake thing on it, and they all look the same. Like, nah, aesthetics is everything. If you ain't gonna have a badge, just dress them up.
Yeah.
And they don't even be having utility belts either. They just put a gun strap on the side. So, yeah, when you look at stuff like that, I think that it's not even the fact that you go the cheap route. I just more so look at, I guess maybe it's from being a teacher too. Yeah. I look at like, okay, what was your effort here?
Exactly.
In the sense of, okay, you didn't have the budget to maybe get this. So then, okay, if you don't have the budget for a police car, how did you dress up this other car?
Exactly.
To look like one. How
now, let me ask y'all, do y'all think it's an occupational hazard due to the fact that we do filmmaking?
Well,
because when I'm watching Tubi, I listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the direction. Yeah. I'm looking at the acting. I'm looking at all that. Then I gotta like stop and be like, fuck, okay. Let me just watch it as a consumer.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my question.
That's the only way for me.
On it. Like, how can y'all watch as a consumer now? Like, how hard is it?
It's a mental thing.
You have to remind yourself while you're in the midst of it.
No expectations when you're watching it. It's like, let me just receive it.
Tubi and chill.
But I know me and him specifically being director and DP, we looking at all that. I'm like, damn, that frame is messed up.
Like something is gonna pull you out to where it's just like, okay, unknowingly.
It's been a lot of movies I seen with the boom. I was just watching The Wash, and as many times I seen that, I seen the shot where the boom was on there, and I'm like, oh
that's
shit.
Crazy.
I'm like, all these years,
man.
Yeah. It's when DJ Pooh and Solo pull up to the thing and they lowrider and they start harassing Mr. Washington. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I ain't never caught that shit. And then just other movies, and I spot that shit quick.
It's
I gotta
like
rewind
that.
it. Like, hold up, what's that? I'm like, damn, fucking boom.
It's a shot in the Matrix when that happens, and then also in Waterboy, it's a spot where they have a fly on the lens.
See, that's crazy.
You know the scene where he intercepts the ball and then gives it to the other dude and he runs. When the dude runs to a touchdown, if you look at the screen close enough.
Hey, first thing I'll be like, fucking camera dude. As soon as I see a boom, I'm like, fucking cameraman. I'm like, that's his. I'm like, that's on him.
He didn't let him know.
Yeah.
What's that movie? Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell that had Sam Jackson.
The other guy.
And the other guys. The scene where the shit blew up and they was laying there.
Yeah.
Fucked me up because the gun was out the holster. And then the next scene, the gun was gone altogether. Then the next scene, the gun was in the holster. They was still laying there. It was fucking me up. I was just like, oh no.
I wonder, was that intentional?
Because it was a comedy.
Yeah, I wonder if that shit was intentional.
Nah, continuity, they mess up that a lot in Hollywood, and that's another thing too for everybody who judges Tubi movies, because Independence Day.
Yeah.
You know, in the scene when the aliens first come and the president and them are all around his desk.
Yeah.
The general's right next to him, and then they cut to another shot, and he's all the way on the other side of the room. I'm like,
oh shit.
I'm like, and so when you watch these movies, I'm like, yo, they have continuity errors all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
But we get crucified.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yep, nope, you heard that sound? Yep. See, that's where the split in the room tone.
Yeah.
Why are y'all critiquing so damn hard?
Like,
let me ask y'all, do y'all think Hollywood would greenlight these type of stories?
The ones that's
not with their business, not with their current business practices, no.
Why you say that?
Because at least even from those I've talked to about the inside, they make movies that they know they can guarantee a certain amount of profit on, which is why they change shit, because they have a certain amount of parameters of audiences they expect to hit, which is why they got to change shit in those stories. These stories are authentically made to be told exactly how they are, whether we like them or not.
But they're recycling the same actors and people, or it's like they're fed up with that shit.
They know it's still gonna make the money though.
But it's also, we in a capitalist nation, bro. They don't want to pay nobody.
Yeah, but that's the fuck. They can actually pay less to these up and coming rising.
They could.
I feel like eventually the art gonna win. Like eventually that shit gonna get chewed out eventually, because you're gonna have enough people, and it's gonna take them ones like Christopher Nolan or certain people to come in and really like, all right, let me grab this motherfucker by the horns and do what I need to do.
Yeah,
and they gonna have enough leverage to negotiate what they want to.
Yeah, shit. I think cats like Christopher Nolan do got that leverage.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
I think it's gonna be more of that happening to where the art gonna win. Like,
I believe it's gonna change too, because now people are paying attention. Trust me, them Hollywood execs here, they know about Tubi. They've been doing their research and like fuck, and they gonna start saying, man, this is the new wave. We better jump on this before they weed us out. Because now cats is going to Detroit. They saying Detroit's the new Hollywood. They going to Atlanta. You already know it.
The world
Atlanta's been developing.
The world is craving more truth, because we know it's so much more bullshit going on. You got AI. It's like, it's hard to differentiate what's real and what's not. And I feel like the authenticity is going to win more than anything. And come on.
Man, Kay, that was a bar. We need to clip that, man, and make that one of the short segments, what you just said.
Yeah, that's true.
People are craving truth, because I'll be honest, I don't know about y'all. Sometimes I'm not in the mood for a Tubi movie, but at the same time, it's hard for me to just tune into one of those random platforms, because I feel like everything that I watch now is okay. They had to put a black man here. They had to put a black woman. Okay, there's your homosexual character. Okay, there's your trans character. Now
you can predict.
I got.
That's Hollywood. Weird though.
But that's what I'm saying. I can't watch anything now and it be genuine. I know. Okay, well they put him in here, so they had to check that off.
Yeah, the token.
Check that off.
That's the template now for Hollywood, a regular movie.
Right. I got to peel through all these layers just to watch a genuine story.
Yeah.
Who, for all I know, ain't even gonna end genuine, because it's all about it was about the money. It wasn't about the genuine story that was being told.
Or the story was built around those characters that needed to be seen.
Like okay, let me ask you.
Well, they make sure now they fill all the boxes. Like you said, they're going to have the LGBT, them people, they're going to have them in it. You know what I'm saying?
But how many, think about it, back in the day, whether you paid attention to it or not, how many writers and directors are you actually paying attention to now for style and their, not the cliches, their methods with which
approaches, the way they approach.
I guess, like for instance, when I'm watching David Fincher versus when I'm watching Spielberg versus when I'm watching George Lucas versus when I'm watching.
You can't tell now. Everything is the same. Yeah, everything's the same.
Everything's the same.
It's watered down.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's watered down. There's no authenticity, and now it seems like they gotta have you gotta check this off. Let me send this script to the studio. Nah, you gotta have a homosexual in there. You gotta have a transgender in there.
In order to get a Grammys.
Yep.
In order to get,
Oscar you gotta appeal to all. You're right.
Wow.
Oscars. Right.
That's and if it's a black movie,
you
gotta
appeal to all the
all the categories, all the community.
And that's why I said Tubi's gonna win, because they don't have a hidden agenda besides getting all the niggas there. But I'm saying
also
they don't have a hidden agenda, and they know we are the all minorities are the biggest demographic of people that go see these movies.
Yeah,
and all that. You know what I'm saying? So if we get them and lock them in, that's where the bag is. That's where the money.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? That's why if you look at the ads, Tubi don't have no cheap ass ads. They got billion-trillion-dollar ads on that motherfucker. It's the reason why they own there. So now they looking at these execs is saying, man, we got to stop setting limitations to these people. Watch what I tell you. Netflix gonna start trying to swindle people back and getting their independent black movies on there. I seen they try to have a section called Black Stories.
I saw that too.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I saw that too. And it was a bunch of bullshit.
Bullshit.
And they got ads now for lesser pay, right?
Yeah.
And they didn't used to have that.
They didn't have that. Yeah.
They had to give them to you for lesser pay.
And notice too, because I was gonna say, did y'all notice as well? Even though we've got all these movies on there who some might consider furthering stereotypes, you can't make black movies that go anywhere with any means in Hollywood unless it has a white savior in it.
Yeah.
You know, in Tubi we can actually have our own authentic movies. You know, but you gotta have something like what was it, the piano dude, or you know, The Help, all those movies where it's actually about a white person enduring persecution with the black folks. Not the black folks who struggle. The black folks are sidelined, and we're supposed to learn about them as a byproduct through the white person's eyes.
You know. And then see, I realized too, a lot of Nate Parker's movies, they snatched off these.
American Skin.
American Skin is on Tubi though now.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, The Birth of a Nation is gonna be next. So both
should have been top Netflix movies.
Yeah, they should have been. They should have been Oscar-winning movies too.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel with Tubi, they're not gonna prohibit you from telling the truth. The studio's gonna say, it's too much killing. It's too much this, and you be like, but it's y'all killing us, and they gonna say exactly. We can't, you know.
Yep.
We don't want to start. We don't want you trying to create, man.
We don't want you making the police look like how they really are in real life.
They are, yeah.
You see what motherfucker was saying about the Super Bowl?
What?
No, I'm saying about the disagreements.
Yeah. Hey, y'all don't go nowhere, man. We'll be back in the tick on the Patio PolitiCz, man. Keep it locked.
I just don't trust them. Never trust a hired man. If he'll serve you for one price, he'll for sure serve another for a higher one.
Man, it was this one time, before we even took the council to the level it is, Khaled looked me dead in my eyes, Mike, and he asked me, was I ready?
Shit's still brewing up out there from all that other shit. But you know I'm not one for running and hiding. But we need to be ready for what's about to come.
Said it again. Messiah Williams.
Yes, man. I didn't get your name, son.
Excuse my friend. He's not into politics either.
I see.
regrets?
Nah, not regrets. Because at the end of the day, that's the price you pay taking matters into your own hands to bring about justice in a community that you love.
You are now rocking with the Patio PolitiCz.
We here, y'all. We back. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff, man.
Just trying to buy some stock in Tubi.
You should have better do it. You smart, y'all better.
Might have to go through Fox. And
It's still private, right?
Yeah, it's still private.
Okay. Oh, well, Fox or Tubi?
No, Tubi ain't had an IPO yet.
Okay, so. Yeah. When they do, y'all.
Oh yeah.
I literally just
hell
checked,
yeah.
Like,
oh, you check.
see what it's looking like.
Tubi is on the rise now, fellas. What's worse, man? Bad acting, bad production, or lackluster storyline in these movies?
Oh shit.
Storyline.
You got to pick one.
Storyline.
One. You got to pick one. The other two got to go.
Bad acting.
Okay. You saying that because you at K?
Give it to me one more time.
They done took me out a couple times.
Bad acting, bad production, or lackluster, terrible storyline.
God damn, bad production for me.
Yeah.
Hey,
man, that's crazy. We all got different. Okay.
and look, the bad acting, like, what can you call bad acting? Because my thing is like when you not really in it, like that's just it. When you not really,
you
in
can make
it.
it into your own though. When it's bad acting, you can.
But you talking about when you laughing at the screen because of what you're seeing?
For me, it's storyline.
I was gonna say storyline.
Poor storyline to take me out, man.
Yes,
you can change the whole movie.
Oh, you know what? Let me ask you this, because maybe we agree on this. When I say poor storyline, how many times have y'all seen a storyline going and you're like, they must didn't do revisions on this? Because I'm like, these two had beef. Why are they're not supposed to be getting along? Or why did it end like this? I'm like, if you cheated on her with her sister and this and that and the other, I'm like, she should have took a knife up the side of his head, not being in front of him like, how dare you do this to me? You know?
Yeah.
It's some movies I watched as a kid, then you watch them as an adult, and then you be like, damn, I like this movie. And you be like, what grabbed me? And for me, it'd be like the interaction or the moments that was created between the actors or something.
Damn, see, man, that's hard for me to say, Ryder, because I still like Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I can watch that shit 100 times.
Still like,
and if I watch it as a director, Ryder, like, and all that, I'm be like,
yeah.
How old is Pee Wee, first of all? Why is he doing this? What's really going on? But I can't. That little kid in me is not gonna do that, right?
Yeah. For sure.
Leave Pee Wee alone.
Yeah.
Had a gray suit.
The bike.
like Jay, let me ask you this. Think about this. Okay, did we all in here watch Power Rangers?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, no.
I gotta go there.
Yes.
I gotta go there.
Yes, you tripping.
Okay, look.
I didn't.
Power Rangers and the dialogue in Power Rangers shows, man.
You talking about the original, the 90s?
Yes. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the originals. And then it's like, okay, we beat all the Putty Patrol. Now Rita can magically see this from the moon, throws a staff to the ground. And I
love that as a kid.
No, I'm saying we loved it. Yo. And then it's like, how is the rest of the world not seeing this giant ass monster?
I thought because they always fight in the desert area, right? They don't be in the city.
And that's the point, bro. How did they get
city first?
But answer yourself. City first. But here's the thing. This is where I'm saying we agree on this. We were kept into it as kids because the story was dope in terms of how it was going. But it's like, if I'm Rita and I'm really trying to take over the earth, why are you always bringing the monsters only to Angel Grove? And then when they go fight, they in the desert. And he's like, we need dinosaur power. And I'm like, you mean to tell me that you didn't see that pterodactyl fly out of the volcano?
Nah, T, that's overthinking, man. Don't fuck it up. Yes, it is.
No, it is.
Right. That's like Ghostbusters. That's like Ghostbusters,
the Mastodon
man.
comes from the Sahara Desert, man.
Yes.
That's like Ghostbusters. That's like Ghostbusters.
Stop. No.
It doesn't make sense. The story is great, Jay.
You know how deep we were into it as kids, and I bullshit y'all not when the pandemic hit. and I got to the house or whatever.
The Green Ranger.
What I did, and I couldn't, I was bed rest. You feel me? I turned on Netflix. I said, let me watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as an adult because this was my
You shouldn't have
shit.
said that. You shouldn't have said as an adult. Just watch it.
No.
Just watch it.
You sound like a fan saying that.
I am.
One episode in, I was so pissed off. I said, why did I like this? I think I got through at least half of the first season and I said, I can't believe myself. I can't believe myself.
Bro, we
This
were
shit is
so hooked.
bad.
I wanted every action figure. I wanted the megas. I was like,
This
man,
is
you know
so
what? When you
bad.
think about this, I'm like, how many times is she gonna damn near destroy the earth? And I'm like, how are they fighting all these putty patrol and nobody around is seeing it?
But see, that's why
They
I
was
say
fighting them in the park and next to the youth center.
That's why I say production, because when you look at the Power Rangers, the production was A1. You got you was able to suspend your belief or whatever you was able to get lost into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like if it's a bad storyline or if it's bad
That shit on
acting,
Tubi too, though.
I can take it if the production as well isn't bad, because at least I'm able to lose myself somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I'm like,
man.
all right, it ain't bad across the board.
But the
like,
story
Y'all
is what caused
nitpicking,
you to
man.
lose yourself.
Y'all nitpicking.
I mean,
Fuck
we
that.
all
Because when the Green Ranger
Nah.
came out, that shit was tight, and the story carried us on. It was like,
Y'all
oh,
nitpicking,
wow.
man.
Green Ranger wasn't even hard like that. The Green Ranger was only tough when he was like a bad dude.
Yeah.
That was it. Once he got washed over, he was a regular Power Ranger
But it was
like
a
everybody
plot.
else.
But it was a plot twist in the story for the villain to create their own ranger. That's the point I'm making.
It's bullshit. The villain ranger took the head ranger spot in the
It's like
first
somebody from the council going rogue, and then all of a sudden, you know,
I'm not bad anymore, but I'm leading this team now. Like, punked out Jason so damn bad. Power Rangers.
See, when y'all start watching movies and
watch.
shows like that, man, fuck that.
Go back and watch it as an adult.
But we talking about story.
I'm talking about, that's like watching Ghostbusters, right? And you like, well, if the Ghostbusters are only in New York, why they just won't hunt California? Why they just won't go to the South and hunt that shit? Just get out of, why don't y'all go to another state and just terrorize that? Fuck that. I'm not doing that. No.
Well,
logic.
I'm just saying, Jay, for Power Rangers to have gone on as long as they did, and I'm like, damn, they really used to shift it like twice a year.
Oh my god, to a different version of Power Rangers.
Then it became the Turbo, then the space ones.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, so we just getting new toys, and they giving us an excuse to get new toys from Toys R Us. Because now the Red Ranger got a surfboard, and now so I'm talking about that in the sense of when we say story.
Yeah, for
story
sure.
kept us into it because I wanted to see all the Power Ranger movies.
Yeah.
I loved the whole going against Ivan Ooze and when they became ninjas and all.
It was the same
that shit
story
didn't make sense. Bro, do you remember when they were fighting them bird things on the beach and the one picked up Kimberly and how high she went in the air and it dropped her and she landed on her feet.
Yeah.
It took her like 200 feet in the air, bro.
How can she not land on her feet though?
She landed on her feet and then what's his name? Was it Tommy or Rocky?
It was supposed to be like that, and I think that's what made our childhood, man. The kids now don't have that shit.
Yeah,
which
no, they
is
don't.
sad as fuck.
They ain't got shit that make them go, whoa!
Yeah, nah.
That's so cool.
Nah, and that's the fucked up thing. I think TV has let it and I think maybe it's a good thing because y'all know what they'll infiltrate. It'll be this color ranger. That's a trans. It'd be wild shit, man. And that's one thing.
Some shit out there that exists right now. We just don't know about it.
Yeah, well, it'd be in the cartoons.
I think it is.
It's in the cartoons. That's now. So be careful what y'all kids watch, man. Y'all better monitor that shit. Even on a lot of y'all parents be letting them on y'all phone just going so y'all can do what y'all want to do. Man, y'all can't do that with these social media platforms because you do not control your algorithm.
Yeah.
They do. Y'all know who they is. So y'all got to cut that shit out if you don't want your child because, that's still supervision. You got to supervise your child even on the phone because that's how they start looking at corn and all that shit or see ads. Yep. Ads and titties and all kind of shit that you got to answer some questions to that you ain't gonna be ready for. So pay attention to that. Now, fellas, before we cut away, it's pros and cons of Tubi. Let's get some. If you got any cons, and if you got any pros, Mac.
It's a good source of entertainment.
The only con I'm gonna say with Tubi is just the ads if you got to pay one.
There it is, and y'all.
I mean, if you don't have to pay one,
Yeah. and if you based where we are, and you need
holla at me.
Yeah. I'll say the con is just the stereotypes, man. That's it. I believe it's a lot of truth to our stories.
Yeah.
But you know, some stories shouldn't be told. You know, let's keep that within our shit. But I think for me it'd be the stereotypes. That's it. You know.
Same cons, but the pros I'll give is that if you understand how to approach it, you can see some real authentic stories that people are telling, that they're not having nobody behind the scenes force their hand on creativity or what the story has to be. I think you're watching stories in their most pure state. So whether you like them or not, that's actually a virtue, because a lot of what you're getting from Hollywood that you're being fed on your phone, social media, and everything else is not authentic. It's gone through many layers before it even gets to you, and it's designed to suck your mind in. So things like Tubi would have been the ultimate entertainment for our parents and people in the 80s and 90s. You know, before Hollywood became what it was now. So that's why I say the pros is, if you understand how to appreciate authentic stories, you know, there's more virtue there than anywhere else, I think.
What about you, Matt?
Pros for me is entertainment, like I said. And surprisingly, I don't have any cons because I know where my limitations are. And when I meet those limitations with whatever I'm watching, I just stop watching. So, you know, it's I tell people this all the time, and it kind of like makes my sense of humor just sick in a certain way, but everything placed in front of you on a television is entertainment. Regardless of whatever it is that they're talking about, whatever was made up, what's not made up, things of that nature, it's all meant to be entertainment, because why would they put it on TV in the first place? It's just all about how you intake it and how you decipher it and what you pull from it and how you digest it. But everything is entertainment for me. Is just all of how much I feel like I could take. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get to the bad Tubi movie portion of it or whatever, it's just like, all right, you'll recognize one thing. It's just like, I'll watch 5 more minutes of that. If I see that at least 2-3 more times, whatever, maybe I'll just go turn it off and watch something else or whatever. You know, that's why I can't complain about it or name no cons, because it's like I'm always in control of what I intake. So it's all on me. If I feel any way about it.
Well, I mean, you said it best. Everything that's on TV is entertainment. Television, vision. They knew what they was doing. Brilliant as fuck and diabolical, but that's what they made it for. I'll say a pro for me with Tubi before we close is the fact that it's giving black independent filmmakers a free space to share their story, you know, unapologetically, in the way that they want to share it and how they want to share it. And to get it on that platform, it's not gut-wrenching and giving you the sense or the feeling of feeling impossible to, you know, overcome that obstacle of getting it on there. It's very simplistic and cool, you know. And for people that do both music and film, you can get your stuff on, your soundtrack on there, you know, where potentially record labels will hear it. You know, it's been a lot of Tubi films that I heard and I Shazam they shit, like, man, it's a dope joint, this a dope that, and go to the artists, support them, check out their music. So, you know, that's the pro in that, man. It's giving black independent filmmakers and musicians and content creators and artists just a chance to really show off their skills and their talent. And that's what we need, man. That's what we need. We're in a day and age now where this whole digital streaming stuff, you can now be your own CEO. You can now be your own record label. You can now be your own A&R. You control the fate and destiny of your career. And that's the blessing in Tubi and other independent platforms. So, you know, Tubi, y'all. Fellas, get y'all abroad. Tubi and chill. Tubi and fuck, whatever. You know, ladies, get your, you know, do y'all woo out with it. But man, hope y'all enjoyed the show. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to us.
Tubi and nut.
Tubi and Plan B is what you said. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Follow us, man. We on all streaming platforms, man. And for y'all that's listening, man, you know, we all over. We on Spotify, Apple, everything, man. So keep it locked, keep it tuned in. Make sure y'all go watch The Council and Frank Blue and all our other content that's on Tubi. Make sure y'all check it out and support other filmmakers as well. So after y'all watch The Council, after y'all watch Frank Blue, man, there's other movies too that may follow it, man. Check them out and support them, man. This is how they get their income, man. So if y'all can support the Beyoncés, the Jay-Z's, the Martin Scorsese's, and the Sylvester Stallones and the Michael B. Jordans, man, support these independent artists that's out there doing their thing, man. Please do that. Please, man. Give it a shot. Give it a chance. But we love y'all, man. Trouble T Mills, King Mac Millie, Kendon, and Don. Your man J5TH, y'all already know what it is, man. Till then, we'll see y'all next time, man. Patio PolitiCz, let's get it.